Hey guys, so lately I've been feeling very lost. Just very lost and hopeless and scared, I guess. So I graduated high school 3 weeks ago, and honestly, it's just been a really hard experience. And I just, I got my medical assisting license straight out of high school, and I started working full time. And I think within those weeks, I just really lost myself and who I was. Because going straight from high school, like straight from a full-time high school to a straight full-time job is just so, but there was no other way for me. Like, I had no other way. I have to work full-time right now. I have to, because I have to move out soon. But I had no other way to support myself, I guess. I just felt like everything that I worked for meant nothing. All of those endless days of me going to my clinic and doing all of this meant nothing, because I felt so accomplished in the moment of graduating. I just felt so, yay, I graduated as a medical assistant, and like I felt so accomplished because, whoa, I did two things. That's amazing. But now that I became a medical assistant and I'm just working all the time and doing nothing, I just feel so worthless, because this is not what I want to do. This is not my dream, and it really reflects. I thought, oh, let me get a job right now. My first thought was to get a job for my dreams, which my dream is to become an actor and a model and influencer, just stuff like that. I want to be able to influence people. I want people to feel seen by me. And that's why I started this channel in the first place. But I think I really got lost in my head with why I started my medical assisting school. I said, I'm going to start this so I can have a job to put money towards my goals. But as I worked and did all these hours of becoming an MA, and I just kind of lost it, like the thought of what I actually wanted to do. And so when I actually started the job, I had no thought in my brain. And as I started, I just every day I woke up and I just was like, I hate my life. Like, and it's funny because I'm talking like this is past tense. This is how I feel now. Like, I don't like my life right now, because all I do is nonsense work. And I'm not saying medical assisting is nonsense work. It's amazing work, but it's not what I want to do. It's not what I want to become. So it's like really hard to go to a job that I have no passion about. I'm such a passionate person. And so I think through that whole week, all those weeks that I've been working, it's been like a month or 3 weeks that I've been working, and it's just made me realize I'm like, I hate it. I hate it so much. And I felt like all of the work I put in meant nothing. And I think that was one of the biggest things, is all of those tiring hours, everything I've put in, and all of these days I've worked 9-hour shifts. What is it amounting to? And I think I've gotten lost in the fact, I'm like, what am I amounting to? I feel like I'm amounting to nothing. I go home and I'm like, what am I doing with my life? I stopped doing YouTube because I felt like YouTube was not recommending, and probably no one will see this, and who knows. I just felt like I needed to share this with people. So about 3 weeks ago, I found this acting agency off of my friend's sister, and I looked at the reviews and everything. It looked really good, so I was like, oh, let me audition. I put my audition in, and they get back to me immediately. So I asked this girl about how it is, and she was like, they make you pay a lot of fees. And so I was like, oh, I don't want to do that, because I feel like that's a scam. And then as time went on, 3 weeks later after that, or whenever I said, yeah, after that, which is today, I was like, she was getting booked with a bunch of stuff. So I was kind of jealous. I was like, oh, that could be me. So I actually set up the audition, and I meet in Zoom, and it goes really good, but I don't know, the amount of fees that I had to pay is crazy. I just think, and you shouldn't, if I'm the talent, I shouldn't have to pay for that. And I just think I was just at a point where I went to my mom and I was like, I don't know what to do. I feel at a loss, and I really and I mean, I feel at a loss right now, but I still feel like there's hope. I think that's one of the worst things is I felt like there just hasn't been very much hope for me. I felt like I couldn't see a future for myself in anything. So it really hurt to live in a way, because I just felt like I had no future in doing anything I loved, I guess. So when I was talking to my mom, I was just telling her about the audition, and she was just like, you can't just immediately think you're gonna go into this and get booked with the biggest agencies. You have to start from somewhere. She's true. I've always been that person to be like, oh, I don't want to work towards it, I just want it, you know? And that's so stupid. Like, I think about that, and I'm like, I'm stuck in this little mindset of thinking, oh, I don't, like, I just want this is my goal, but what work am I putting into it? I'm not putting any work, but I'm saying, oh, I want to do this, I haven't put any work. And it's just like, how am I'm so little-minded to think that I can get this immediately. No, I shouldn't take that acting agency, because I need to work from the bottom so I can get to the top. But I think that's really hard to wrap my mind around, because I just want it. You know, it's right there, I just want to grab it. But that's not for me to grab. I need to work. But I just think it's been so hard, because it's just hard to find that passion. It's hard to get that passion when all you do is work mindless hours, and you just want to you want to die, and the next day you wake up and you're doing the same thing. It's hard to actually want to go after the passion that you want to do, having to pay your bills every day and doing everything. It's hard not to get stuck in that track of doing mindless work every day. And I just want to get out of it. I want to be me. I want to be free. But the thing is, I can still be me and still work this job, but it's just hard to put two and two together, because every day I'm like, oh, I can't be passionate. It's just hard to not get stuck in my depression. I think it's hard not to get stuck in that little way of thinking. But I am a very passionate person. I love to act and influence and model and do all of that. But I think sometimes I just get stuck when I work and work and work, and all I do is live for the weekend. But I know one day I'm living for that life that I'm gonna love. And I know I'm gonna love life one day. And I do love life now. It's just hard to be more open-minded about it. It's just been really hard to see the joy in life because of, you know, just feeling mindless, mind control, just, my mind feels scrambled. But finally today, after doing that audition and talking to my mom, it was kind of like a wake-up call. And to say, I need to lock in and say, it's time to start working after your dreams. And I hope after this video, if you haven't been working after your dreams, that you go do it, because you're not going to get anywhere without putting the steps in. You can't just jump right at it without, like it's like, for example, like babies walking. Babies aren't just going to start walking immediately. They have to take those little crawls and steps, you know. And I don't know why I thought I could just start walking when I haven't even crawled yet, you know. So I'm going to start crawling. That's what I'm saying. But I'm just telling you, go after what you love. And because I'm going to. So that means you should too. But yeah, that's the video. I love you guys.